Hello, can everyone hear me? I can't tell if this thing's working, so bear with me. We're trying to figure this out. Oh, wow. All right, well, just jumping on. My name's Jose. I am the host, interviewer of Ketchup with Max and Jose. I'm also Max's lesser half, maybe better half, depends on who you ask. I don't know how clear it is because God, this streaming setup has been really hard for both of us. So I kind of just want to jump on real quick, say hello to people. Actually, I kind of finished work early. Early. God, you know what? I didn't even create a list of what to talk about, so I might just have Max jump on at some point. But I see all the comments on the chat, so I just want to say thank you to everyone who has been watching Max primarily and just really supporting me through my own side channel. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, and thanks for the shirt, Grox. It's Animal Crossing. Got it from the Nintendo store. It's really cool. It's really soft. Oh, look. Max is coming down the stairs. He was working on an episode 2 weeks from now, so come say hello, Maxwell.
Hello, Maxwell. Oh, this kitten. He's so cute.
So poor Max. I'm not gonna keep him on the stream too long unless he's up to it. Just because I think he caught a cold or some kind of throat infection. He's been a little bit under the weather for the last few days. Max, you're making a lot of noise.
I'm sorry. Well, I'm trying to hold the chair.
You want to join for a bit?
Yeah.
All right. Scoochie, scoochie.
Am I in?
I think so. I don't know. Look at the camera.
There it is.
Hi, Ollie.
Hi, everybody. Cat tax. Yes, cat tax.
Max can walk down the stairs. Everyone clap. This is a joke. I actually...
Was I that loud coming down the stairs?
No, you're not as loud.
I'm not as loud as the cat. When Jamie comes down the stairs, it's like a horse. It's like we have a horse in the house.
So we left for 2 days. We were in Arizona, and every time we leave for like 2 days, we leave them a lot of food, a lot of water. We have a friend check in, but we're always worried that Jamie is going to starve, or the cats are just going to starve.
We're not worried he's going to starve. We're worried that he will eat all of Cersei's food and that she will starve.
And every time we come back, it's like he's gotten bigger, and he has gotten bigger because he's eaten so much food. All the food that really should have been for like a week's worth of food every time. Like,
yeah.
And then we get back, and he
man.
expects us to feed. Sorry, there's cat butt on the camera any second now. Oh, no.
We even got the the thing where it only opens if Cersei goes up to it, so he can't steal her food. But she's so afraid of it that she won't use it, so we just have to leave the food out. It's terrible.
Someone asked what I'm drinking. Oh, it's disgusting. We didn't have any mixers, so we had some gin, and I have a bottle of Snapple that I bought last night, and Snapple and gin. It doesn't taste good, but I just needed some. Sorry, I needed something to smooth the edge after a long day of work.
Jamie's being rambunctious.
And I'm so sorry if this stream is rough. There's nothing I can do.
Yeah, how is the quality?
Yeah, like, can you guys hear me? Is there like a lot of racket in the back?
Because our internet's been kind of on the fritz lately.
Classy.
Gin and Snapple, classy.
You know what? It does the job. Don't judge me. And if you do, well, more power to you, I guess. I don't know.
It's fine.
It's fine.
We can't figure out how to get better quality of live streams. Granted, our internet is terrible, but we want just better quality in general, and we can't figure it out.
Yeah, so I think we just need to pay someone to
come in and
it's buy what you need,
do it,
bill us, set us up, teach us how to do it, because I'm gonna have to be the one doing it. again. But there's a reason why Max hasn't done any more live streams in a while because it's just such a pain, and the quality just starts off really rough. So,
and the more people who get on, the harder it is. So sometimes we'll get up to 1,500, 2,000 people on, and then it really, really slows it down, which is not fair.
His channel gets up to that. Mine gets up to 63. So thank you to the 63 people that caught me randomly. You know what? I just jumped on a whim, so don't you're not missing anything. You can leave, please. I won't judge you. If anything, I might lose followers after this. It was that's what he looks like, and
we haven't tried streaming from the phone. Actually, that probably would be better, honestly. But then it's just such a tiny little camera. I don't know how to. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just a Mac, a really loud Mac. My Mac is, I think it's a Lemon. It tends
Why are you using mine?
I'm not logged into yours, but yeah, my the fan's always going off. So yeah, it's. But anyway, I really just kind of want to hop on and see who was on, and just to say hi and thank you.
Do either of you want pats for your good work? Yes, I want pats, please. Thank you. It's a pat of butter, maybe.
Anyway, so in the last week I posted the podcast. I did a podcast only, and we actually use this mic that you're seeing right now, and the quality is it's pretty all right. I uploaded it to 15 different platforms, but for some reason Spotify hasn't uploaded it, and I don't know what to do about it. So once you're feeling better and can talk for an hour, I wanted to record another one. And I think our first one was a little serious. It was a little history heavy. It was a little bit off the cuff. So I thought, I was listening to Trixie and Katya's The Bold and the Beautiful podcast, and I was laughing along. It's you know what? I want to have fun with it. Maybe it shouldn't be too history heavy. I think maybe we can talk about just random topics like they do.
Well, you got to prepare me too. I got to know what I'm getting myself into.
Yeah, but maybe not so history heavy, because I don't know.
It was a lot of history.
I want to have fun with it. And
75 viewers.
Yeah,
what?
The podcast was a lot of me listening to history, and it's we can interject a little history, but it's you've been sick, so I kind of want to talk for the next one. I kind of want to talk about how what were some of the home remedies that you would do when you were little, and what your dad, you have a story if your dad would give you el pato duck sauce. I don't know if anyone knows, but el pato duck sauce is I think it's a Latin branded hot sauce. It's not too hot if you're Hispanic like I am. And
very hot.
And you would drink it, and what would it do? Did it actually do anything?
Clears you up.
It clears you up because it was so spicy.
I mean, it did work, but
I've had it, and I don't think it's spicy. But I always like to say that ice or water is spicy to you because you can't handle spice.
Well, my old voice teacher used to take. She would take 2 cups of warm water and a tablespoon of cayenne pepper, and mix it in there and make me drink that if I was losing my voice.
Yeah,
that worked.
Sheena said Vicks vapor rub on everything, or as my parents would say, vaporud. So you would get sick, and then my dad would slather vapor rub all over me, and then put newspapers in my clothes. It was ridiculous. I don't know. It was a whole thing. I don't know if it's a poor Mexican thing or whatever, to kind of insulate the warmth, because I think homeless people use newspaper, right? So it would keep the heat in. And then another thing is I have fallen arthritis, so growing up walking around too much, I would get pain in my feet from just walking just a few blocks. And at the end of the night, my dad would rub my feet, and he would wrap a sock around him. And that made me feel better. And then as an adult, I asked my dad, why would you put a sock around my ankles? And he's like, I don't know, it made you feel better. So there was no rhyme or reason why he did it. But as a kid, that made me feel better.
Somebody else did the newspaper and Vicks thing.
See,
all right,
I'm not crazy.
Not totally crazy.
No, there was plants, different kinds of healing. It's a thing. Or if I had a tummy ache, my mom would give me a really, really, really hard tummy rub, which I think I've given you before.
Oh, the paper keeps your clothes from getting stained. Okay, well that makes sense.
Oh, I don't know.
That totally makes sense.
But yeah, vapor rub everywhere.
Vicks,
well, my dad was crazy because he would do vapor rub on. He would actually heat it up and eat it, and I don't.
Well, that doesn't seem.
Yeah,
healthy.
That doesn't sound right.
That explains a lot.
Yeah, no, my dad's a little cuckoo. I don't think you're supposed to eat it, but my dad would eat it.
No, I don't think you're supposed to eat it.
Yeah. Oh man, sorry, I can't keep up with the chat. But you read it. My eyes are bad. Like I've been wearing contacts all day, because I started going back to the gym, and my glasses were always fogged up. And I tried that soap trick where you're supposed to wash it with soap, and
you mean because the mask?
Yeah, because of the condensation from the mask.
I can never wear my sunglasses.
And then with my AirPods, on noise canceling, so I'm just walking around I can't see, I can't hear,
like Mr. Magoo walking around the gym.
So once I got my new contacts, I started wearing them, and yes, Ollie, my dad would eat it. I know it makes no sense. I think
something wrong.
He still does it too. I don't know. He would put in his ears and his nose.
Yeah. Stop embarrassing your dad.
But it's true. He does these things.
I don't know that I want him.
He's never gonna watch this.
That's so funny.
You can do with saliva, but that's up to you. You know what? If I knew about it, I would have tried it. At this point, I finally got contacts, and it does the job. But I wear them all day, and it reminds me, I play Super Smash Bros. And then because of the contacts, I blink less, and then my eyes dry out, and it's a whole thing.
I can't even play that. Well,
I've tried the dry soap, Carolyn. So I'm doing something wrong. I know what I'm doing wrong.
Clearly.
So but yeah, I'll figure it out one day. But contacts for now until I can figure that situation out.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't stand looking at screens all day anymore. My eyes are going.
That's all you do, though.
I know. It's terrible.
Brittany wants to know how bad my prescription is. I think it's pretty bad. I have astigmatism, so it hasn't gotten worse in a few years. I regret. I think when I was in elementary, I thought glasses were cool. And I think at some point it's I need glasses. And maybe I didn't need glasses. And then I started wearing glasses, and then...
you made it so you...
And now my eyes are bad, and, I had to wear glasses, and... Yeah.
Beautiful cookbook, the White House Cookbook. Oh, I've heard of that. Yes, send it my way. I'd love that. P.O. Box 766, Burbank, California, 91503. Speaking of, let's do an unboxing. I got a thing to unbox.
What is it?
I don't know. It's something I ordered, so it's got to be something for the show.
All right. Sorry if the table shakes. The cat's on there. Wait.
Come back, Jamie.
If there was anyone watching, I actually want to unbox some Pokemon cards, but maybe people want to watch you unbox things.
Let's unbox multiple things. Okay. This is something I got for myself, and I can't remember what it is.
Oh, and I do have the blue eye light glasses. I paid for them. I don't know if it actually works and it's legit,
want those.
But I paid for it, so I hope it's legit.
I want them.
Someone...
Oh, no, I know what this is.
Your Jamin asked, is it a Chicago pizza?
This isn't deep enough. It's only 3 inches. Chicago style deep dish is a foot deep. It's just sauce and...
I don't know why you're...
I don't hate Chicago style deep dish pizza.
You made it sound like it is.
I know. I don't actually hate it. The thing with Chicago style deep dish pizza is it is not pizza. It's not pizza.
I like the idea of it.
I don't mind the flavor. It's just not pizza. It's more like a...
Furburn Frank sent us $5. Thank you. But really,
Thank you, Ferber.
I didn't jump on to for that. I just kind of wanted to try it out because I was bored and I wanted to talk to people.
Scottish Heritage Food and Cooking. Could we have a Scottish episode coming up?
Didn't you already do one? Or was that Irish?
No, Irish.
I don't know what the difference is.
So I'm not doing anything actually from this book. I was hoping that there would be a little bit of history in it, which I think there is. Coming up soon.
Someone wants to talk to you about the Pope. What about the Pope, Mr. Franks or Mrs. Franks?
What about the Pope, indeed?
What about the Pope? I don't know. Get it out,
Pope.
Franks.
Pope. Pope.
Well, anyway,
Pope.
I'm gonna open a Pokemon card
right.
because when
Opening.
you talk to your friends.
An 18th century hot toddy sounds good.
Haven't you done one before?
Yeah, I did a hot toddy I think it was for a Patreon live stream. So every month I do a Patreon happy hour. So for Patreons at $10 or more, we get together and make a historic cocktail and dish the dirt. It's always fun.
Oh, and someone asked if this is going to be archived. It is not, because it is rough and bad, and I don't know what's going on.
So it's just for those who show up right now. And
Yeah,
that's it.
again, this was on a whim, so if you showed up,
Yeah, there is no plan here.
yay, like, we're winging it. So I don't know who actually plays Pokemon cards, but I think in one earlier episode I talked about how when I was younger and it was all the rage, like Pokemon cards were everywhere. But we were poor, and each pack is $3. So same thing with video games. Like I would get one video game a year, and that was my birthday, maybe Christmas, but probably not. And that was my game that I played for a year. And Pokemon was just that game that I could just play over and over and over and over.
It still does. Now we play Pokemon Go.
Yeah, I like Pokemon Go because it got Max to I can't see him on my little screen, but I don't think I got anything good. Anything? I don't
Trixie Mattel collab. I would like to watch that.
She's so funny.
She's amazing.
Yeah, I didn't get anything good. Boo. And that's fine. No, she's great. I wish you.
Funny. What do you mean you didn't get anything?
No, there's
like 10 cards there.
Yeah, but there's no like GX or anything shiny.
Have you guys seen, like, I watched a thing where I think it was like Walmart or Target. It was like Black Friday, and grown men rushing in and knocking each other over for Pokemon cards. And it was now. It's not Black Friday. It was now. It was like last week.
Oh, yeah. Well, Target's not selling it anymore. Oh. Sorry, Jamie, because you might miss it.
Earthquake.
Oh, sorry, people. Oh, God, my cat is getting so fat.
He's not fat.
He's husky.
That's right. Just like my pants when I was a kid.
So, anyway, yeah, the Pokemon cards. Target's not selling them anymore because people are just, like, buying them all up and reselling them, which ruins it for everyone else. But there you go.
It's insane.
Matt wants to know if I played Magic. I don't.
My brother used to play Magic.
Max's brother used to. And
I played for a little while.
I have a friend that worked at, I don't know if it's Wizards of the Coast, but he gave me a huge box of Magic the Gathering cards, and they're actually still
that's
up
right.
there.
They're still upstairs.
And I was supposed to give them to my
sitting
friend Nick, who actually actively and competitively plays. And I haven't done that.
And that was like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
So now they're just sitting upstairs in a box.
I will give it to him at some point one day.
Mm-hmm.
One day.
When we move out.
Jamie might need to go on a diet. I think all of us need to go on a diet.
Especially after eating that pizza. It's just butter.
When it came out of the oven, because of the amount of butter, we thought it was kind of raw, wasn't it?
Yeah, it looked undercooked.
Undercooked.
But it was just because it had to absorb. Because I cut into it while it was still hot, which you should never do. But I was in a rush. We were going to a movie or something like that. I don't know what we were.
It was like
was
pre-Mother's Day.
It was for Mother's Day. We were going down to take your mom to dinner, and I was like trying to rush. So I cut into it, and I was like, I'll get a picture of it. It's still hot. It doesn't matter. It looked like it was raw, but it wasn't raw. It was just that it had to like absorb the butter back in. Don't cut into hot bread. It's not good.
It's not good.
No.
But once
it can be warm, but it can't be hot.
Yeah, once it cooled down, I think it was pretty all right.
Yeah.
But it's definitely not pizza, right?
No.
It was not pizza.
No, it's more like a croissant.
Yeah, it was.
Except like not quite as layered. It's like, I don't know. It was actually really, really delicious. And I want to try some of the other recipes that he has. Because he has the ones with like fig and pine nut and cinnamon. I think that'd be delicious.
Here's the thing.
Again, not pizza. But delicious.
With Scappy's recipes, I don't like the mix of sweet and savory, and
right. And it's like super sweet and super spicy, savory.
Yeah, I don't know that it's not for me. Like,
you also didn't like the Dillagrout, which I loved.
Yeah, no, it didn't taste bad.
Thank you, Elov Trunks. 16?
Naka tamales. So
Nicaraguan dish.
They're not Nicaraguan tamales, but I'm not sure what the difference is. I think maybe they wrap them in banana leaves. I'm not sure. Ow, that is an aggressive critter.
Banana. Jamie, you're embarrassing us.
Sorry.
Come here, buddy.
Your turn to hold him. Anyway, so next Pokemon cards. So, what about the Naka tamales, Elov Trunk? Tell me a little more in the chat if you can, because I don't know what that's about.
Alright.
Max, you already did a tamale episode, though.
I did.
I want you to make a pozole episode. So, for those who don't know pozole, it is a Latin American dish. It's hominy, and usually So, often have like either pork or chicken, sometimes beef. I grew up with like a red pozole, and usually pork is kind of the one that I was used to. And then for the hominy, it did need to be nixtamalized, which you kind of touch upon on past episodes.
Yeah.
Just so it can be digested easier and more of the nutrients are unlocked through that process.
And it has a very interesting, if not a little dark, history.
Well, I think that's part of the reason, although I'm sure it's been covered to death. The fact that pozole has its origins from back, is it Aztec times or
yeah,
where the meat that they used to use was was it sacrifices that.
Supposedly, that's what the records claim.
And then for the modern day pozole, we don't use
we don't use people meat.
We don't use people. But my mom makes really good pozole, and I was hoping to have my mom
paying my late fee.
What late fee?
Thank you, Mandy Story.
Is there a late fee?
No late fee. No late fee.
What's the late fee
for?
for?
Wait. We found out about the they have tomato and are usually eaten in the morning with coffee. Those are interesting
That
tamales.
sounds like a breakfast tamale.
Breakfast tamales.
But to be fair, I think tamales you can eat.
You can eat any time.
You can eat any time. Oh, but Mandy, I'm curious about that late fee. What late fee?
Oh, Mandy.
Do you charge people a late fee on your Patreon?
Without taking. Remember that song?
No, I don't. What year is
Barry
that?
Manilow.
Oh, okay.
It was before you were born. It was before I was born, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then do you remember The Simpsons where they make fun of Oh Mandy and it's Oh Margie, you came and you gave me a turkey on my vacation away from worky. Homer singing to Marge.
Would love to see Jose and Jose's mom cooking together. Well, no, I'm not going to be cooking. Max is going to be cooking with my mom.
So, originally, the tamale episode was supposed to be her helping me make tamales.
What?
That did not go down.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
Honestly, I feel like she's very shy. I feel like you take after her.
Yeah, I think I'm very much my mom, like in our mood swings and how reserved we are.
Damn on. Doesn't have terrible mood swings. I don't know why you said that. I don't think that she would be comfortable on camera. Do you?
I think if we got a few shots of her, like if it's her hands,
maybe a few
things.
shots in her. If she was drinking, meaning she'd be more comfortable on camera.
She doesn't really drink, so no. But I mean, it wouldn't take much if you gave her one shot.
Exactly one shot.
So yeah, but pozole, my mom makes really good pozole. She would always make the red kind with pork, and then the next day and the day after is something about it. It would just always taste better.
You're worse than the cat putting your elbow on the table.
Oh, am I sorry? See, well, that's the gin and Snapple.
What is it? It's not bickering.
You nag at
Just
me.
Nag. I
He
nag.
nags. He's such a nag.
I am. I take after my mom.
He's such a nag. But anyway, my next set of Pokemon cards. And it's nothing good, so I'm sorry that it's not. And I also apologize if you're more of a Digimon person, or also don't care. But you know what? It's my channel and not yours. But honestly,
right.
I appreciate you showing up. I'm surprised there's 120 people.
Oh my gosh, it is 120
who want
people.
to listen to me rant.
What? Where is everyone from? Is everyone U.S. based, I'm guessing, at this time of day? But maybe we have some Australians.
Well, Michael Clark made your Victoria Punch.
And I want to make that again.
I think you should make it.
That was really good.
It was good.
I want to make some more milk punches, and I have some things to change up to make it even better. I want to start drinking with history.
I like J Doggy said, every time you microwave your leftovers, I hope it comes at the perfect temperature the first try. It never does. The ball always is too hot and the soup is too cold.
North Idaho, that is off the grid.
Canada.
He probably has better internet than we do.
You know what? At least the Wi-Fi is working.
North Carolina, New York, what?
Australia, though. That's so awesome.
Austin, Oregon. Oh, we love Oregon.
I feel like I have a lot of Australian friends.
I might be going to Alabama.
Why?
Because I guess that's... Okay, so weird thing I learned today. I talked to my new editor. I got a new editor for my cookbook because my old one left the company. And he was talking about where to get the food photography done for the cookbook. And I guess there's like a huge food photography like enclave in Birmingham, Alabama. How random is that? Birmingham, Alabama. And he was talking about, it's down in Birmingham. I thought he meant England, so I thought I was going to get to go to England, Alabama.
I hope I can go.
You can come.
That wasn't an invite. It was just like a concession, maybe. Well, anyway, I did not get good Pokemon cards, so that was a bust. You're going to have to buy me new ones.
Hell's Kitchen, New York City. I lived there for a bit. It's expensive.
Yeah, I don't know. Anytime people talk about New York, it's like, how does anyone afford it? Like, how? I mean, you live.
Did you see the thing about my bedroom when I lived in Nolita?
You mentioned
couldn't
that.
open the door. It was tiny.
Tell us a little bit more about that tiny little room that you lived in, because
that was actually a really interesting building. That was the building that started to fall down.
Mm-hmm.
So the building was built in the 1860s, and it had steam heat and everything. It was really a death trap. I mean, a lot of places have steam heat, but the place was so small that you couldn't go very many places without touching one of the steam heat pipes. I have so many burns on myself from that. But so one day I come home to the apartment, and it was like a row of buildings, old buildings, and then a graveyard or cemetery. And we were the last one right before the cemetery. And an abandoned building a few buildings down had caught on fire, and it collapsed. And it sent a shockwave down the buildings. And when I get home from work, the fire department's out there. They won't let me in the building. And I look up, and there is a crack. At the top, it's probably like that wide, like a foot wide, and then it kind of came down, and our entire building was leaning. And I had to go stay at a friend's house for 2 days while they braced the building. And then we got to go in and everything, and like all of our stuff had kind of slid to one side. Well, not everything, but a lot of stuff had like slid to one side of the apartment.
And you paid for that?
Yeah, I was paying a lot of money for that. And the building is actually still there. They kind of propped it up, but it's still kind of at a slant. I was there 10 years ago when I visited, 8 years ago. Still there.
Terrible. Well, I just want to say thank you to Allie. She says hi from Western Canada, and she thinks you're fantastic and wants you to visit when the border opens.
I want to visit Western Canada.
Is the border not open yet?
I don't know.
Oh, that's tough.
I want to go to I want to go to Vancouver. I've always wanted to go to Vancouver, but I really want to go to the Yukon. I want to do like foods that people would have eaten when they were up gold digging. Doesn't sound right.
I don't know. But anyway, people mentioned that they want you to see you travel, and I think that's kind of the goal, right?
Well, we have something planned. Hopefully, it'll go well.
Yeah,
still figuring it out.
The book just kind of needs to like
go away,
get wrapped up.
I have to finish it. It's not going to go away.
Not gonna go away.
I just need to finish it.
I think there's a
prospecting. Thank you. Prospecting, gold prospecting. Jamie, buddy.
Anyway,
so cute.
What else did I want to talk about? I'm just trying to think. Well, anyway, so quite a few people mentioned Mexico City, and I actually meant to do like a little like recording of you eating Mexican candy, but because I picked up a bunch when we went to San Diego, but I ate most of it that same night. And
I didn't get any of it,
and I didn't record anything. But I did order. I did have it's called De La Rosa. It's called mazapan. I think it's supposed to be marzipan, but I think it's a different kind. I think it's made out of peanut butter. I don't know if anyone can see it.
Brittany, yes, more recipes coming for patrons to try out. Hopefully in the next week.
So as far as Mexican candy, I think the ones that I grew up with were like Duvalin and like Pulparindo. There's a lot of tamarind candy, so it's mostly just like sugar and spice and like tamarind.
Thank you, Moose Gum Pete,
for inspiring dinner tonight.
Yes, frozen tombstone pizza.
Well, anyway, here, you can eat this one. I actually still have the other one. I'll be right back.
I know. I hate that I love frozen pizza so much, but something about it. It reminds me of my childhood. It's the same reason why I like ketchup so much. It's very crumbly, this candy.
It's kind of a pain to eat, to be honest. But I think it tastes good.
Oh my god. That's delicious.
It's good, right? It's just kind of messy.
Yeah, it tastes like peanuts.
Yeah, I think it is peanuts.
I don't taste any rose in that.
Oh, no, it's not made out of roses, silly. It's just called De La Rosa. Like, of the rose, but I think it's a brand name.
You put a big rose on it, you'd think that it would...
No, that's not true. Stop it.
But yeah, this says it's marzipan. Marzipan. But marzipan is almonds.
But it has peanut.
But this is peanut butter.
Mm-hmm. It's good.
This is not almond. Jamie.
Sorry, our horse is running on the table. But anyway, De La Rosa marzipan. It's Hispanic Mexican candy. If you ever get a chance, try it out.
It is messy, but it is
it's like 50 cents.
Delicious. Yeah, very expensive. Jamie.
Native American foods.
So it was funny. We were in Phoenix visiting my family, and
Hola from California to New Mexico.
I want to do some Hopi foods.
Some what?
Hopi. They were that's what we call them. That's not what they call themselves. It's one of the tribes in the Phoenix area. And I actually just got a book on Hopi cuisine, but I'd like to pair with someone who knows how to make the cuisine, a little bit of history of the cuisine, because I don't know much about the history of the cuisine, and there's not a lot out there. But in Phoenix, they have something called the Herd Museum, which is all Native American. It's not just Hopi, but all Native American of the Southwest. So I want to pair with them to learn a bit of history of the area.
You know,
some things are harder to research than others, I've found.
Do you remember when we went to meet Canal Bala because we were up north?
Yes.
Or Aspect Daddy, or no, Jiggle Daddy. Jiggle Daddy.
He makes aspects.
Who makes aspects?
Goes by Jiggle Daddy.
He's very friendly. He brought us wine and cheese and crackers, and then there was a bunch of like acorns. So he was like, oh, those
I still have them.
He's like, those make a great flowers. So we picking a bunch of acorns from the ground, putting in the cups. So like, we're gonna make something out of this later at some point. Hasn't happened. I don't think it's gonna happen at this point because I think those acorns are probably like sprouted and grown into trees.
No, acorns last forever. That's the cool thing.
No, okay. Well, I don't know.
Forever.
Yeah, but it's good. I think it's in the works and it's gonna happen. And I think another one that a lot of people ask for is African recipes.
Thank you, Tara's apprentice. Two favorite people. Get out of here.
And you finally caught it live. Again, this is unplanned. This is me going on. It's like, you know what? I've been meaning to since last week. I've just been busy. Work is always something going on, and then I'm tired and grumpy, and it doesn't make good material to hear it, me talking in a grumpy state. I'm late. No, you're not. Clarissa says she's late. I'm like, you're not late to anything. Like, there's nothing going on. We're just rambling.
So the thing with African food is most of the things that I would make, there are no old recipes for it, but that's okay. I don't need to have an old recipe. That's just typically how the show goes. But there are some old recipes from Northern Africa. So it's Sub-Saharan Africa, basically no old recipes. Northern Africa, there are some old recipes. And I want to cover a little bit of Mansa Musa, like one of history's richest people. He actually went to Egypt and like bankrupt them with his food bill. So he's got some interesting stuff. So definitely on the list of things to do. My list is so hard to navigate sometimes.
Yeah, you tend to
it's
jump
overwhelming.
Around, and you jump around, and
I do jump around. 90s kids out there.
Technically, I'm a 90s kid.
Technically,
I was born in '88, so I guess I'm a '90s kid. I want to say, you often get emails from people or messages like, "Hey, you should make this recipe," and that's it.
Yeah, like, I need a little bit more.
We need a little more. We need I need you to make this recipe from this area with this primary source.
Yeah, if you have a primary source, that'd be great, because that's always the hardest part, is finding a recipe. So I'm going to be doing an episode coming up that I don't have an old recipe for, because it was passed down, like so many foods, it's passed down orally, and but I'm doing it because it's Juan's recipe. It's a friend of ours who wants to cover it, so we're doing it. But it has some interesting history behind it. Catalonian food.
You know, I kind of like this idea of doing a post-episode posting live stream. It seemed kind of fun.
Chitty chat?
Like this? Oh,
is that what you're talking about? This? What
yeah,
we're doing
like
right
this.
Now?
It's like, because let's go back to your episode. Let's talk more about the pizza. So, Chicago deep dish style. I've never actually had it, but it sounds delicious because I just think it's lasagna without the pasta.
This weekend, let's go find one. Though, okay, so this is what I'm hearing in the comments. So all the angry comments about me that ragging on Chicago style deep dish pizza. But a lot of people who are actually from Chicago are like, that's for the tourists. What we actually eat is thin crust. And that I'd like, because I would like that.
And how terrible is that, though, that you would trick a tourist? It's like, why wouldn't you give them your best? Why give them that?
Right?
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, it's just like when you go to New York, all the really, really expensive New York delis. Nobody from New York ever eats at those. I'm not paying $25 for a sandwich.
You know, we're such cheapskates. I think a lot of times we travel, like, well, yeah, we'll have a nice dinner at some point, but like for lunch, we'll be
Ray's Famous Pizza. This is our nice dinner.
We'll often eat
Sometimes
Subway.
we splurge.
We're creatures of habit. We tend to eat like a lot of the same things. It's such a.
But when we travel, we definitely, one of our favorite things to do when we travel is doing food tours.
Yeah, no.
Forces us to try new things.
Jose not just being a disembodied voice is so odd. Oh man. I mean,
Tell me about it.
I can walk off.
Usually I
screen.
keep him upstairs. He has to talk to me from out there.
Here, I can turn the camera so it's just Max. Is that better?
No, don't stop that.
People can see the unfinished Coliseum.
The Coliseum. So I started the Lego Coliseum forever ago. But then I had to stop because it was missing 4 pieces. I have never had a Lego set missing pieces, ever. And I've done a lot of Legos. But I emailed them and said, can you please send me these 4 pieces? And they just came yesterday. So maybe tonight I will resume work on the Lego Coliseum. Because I have an episode where it's going to feature. I can't do it until I finish the thing.
Even though he had a massive unfinished Lego piece. What did you buy? Go bring it.
So, because I was still waiting for these pieces, and I was at Target, and whenever I go to Target, I have to get Legos, because I think that's in the rules. So I got, boom, this, it's one of the,
I'm pretty sure you already had that.
double-decker buses. No, I bought you a little double-decker bus that you never put together that's still up there. I bought that for you, and you never put it together. So I bought myself the big one. He gets the little one, I get the big one.
Wasn't it the free ones that you get from buying cents?
No, it was not. I got it for you in England. It was the only thing I could fit in my bag.
Okay.
The nice thing is, Lego sometimes now sends things, so I don't have to pay for them because they're expensive.
So even on live stream, people bring up your eye redness.
I think it's because, I don't know why I have red eyes. I think it's because I spend all day looking at a screen. But I can't put eye drops in my eyes because
He hates it.
I'm a baby.
Mm-hmm.
Anything goes in my... It's like that Friends episode where they try to put eye drops in Rachel's eyes. It just doesn't happen. They never actually make it into my eyes.
Speaking of
I
Friends,
just get a wet face.
I feel like for kids these days, kids younger than me, I'm 32. I feel like there's like a love-hate. Because I
love Friends.
I know your generation loves Friends.
I'm younger than you.
But Enoch likes my brows. That's so kind because I'm terribly self-conscious about him. But there's nothing I can do besides tweeze him. I'm not going to tweeze him because then I'm going to look like a chola and constantly surprised because that's just what would turn out. But anyway, back to Friends. There's like a love-hate relationship with Friends. There's a lot of memes where like people are like, "Oh, you should watch Friends. It's the best show," and then people watch it and it's like, "Oh my god, people actually enjoyed this." And I watched it and I thought it was just fine. I don't think it was that good.
I love it.
I think Golden Girls was better. I binged that. That was good.
Mm.
That holds up. Yeah.
Yes. Throwing shade at my Legos. Have you seen your Pokemon stuffy bed? Boom. Thank you, Samantha.
But you know what?
Appreciate that.
I might have like 300 Pokemon, and he has like 30 Lego sets, and they cost the same, I think, just because of the
They
cost.
do. Legos are really expensive.
And
But
take
they
up a lot of
maintain
room
their value. In fact, their value only grows.
if you don't
can
open
sell
it,
them.
right?
No. You can sell used Lego sets for more than you buy them for if you wait even 5 or 10 years.
Oh, people love Golden Girls. See?
People love Golden Girls.
Um,
Somebody also mentioned Detroit style pizza. I've never had that.
Oh,
but
yeah.
after people were talking about it today, it
yeah.
sounds really delicious.
we have to try it because there was so much love and support in the comments for Detroit
style pizza.
and I've never even heard about it. People were like, "Yes, Detroit. Yes, Detroit." And
Do
anyway,
they only sell it in Detroit? Because I don't want to go to Detroit.
what's wrong with Detroit?
I don't know. It seems cold.
Jose confirmed.
Jamie just took 3 stairs at once.
Come up, buddy.
Bravo, buddy.
Anyway, so back to Golden Girls.
Leap.
At the Team Disney, right outside the Team Disney building in Burbank, Walt Disney Studios, they have the Legends Plaza, and they have a bunch of plaques, and for famous people, they have Bob Iger and like people going all the way back to like Minnie Mouse and Mickey Mouse.
Iwerks, Roy Disney.
They have the Golden Girls. They have their hand imprints, in, like a little plaque.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
All 5 of the Golden Girls.
Yeah.
Okay,
We're still working from home though. I haven't been able to go back. Jose on Famed? Huh? I don't know what that means. But yeah, we'll see when we go back to work. There's a lot going on. Disney Plus, and the studios is definitely ramping up. We had the Eternals trailer on Monday, so it's exciting. So there's a lot of Marvel coming down the pipeline, which I'm really excited for. So hopefully people don't get tired of it because each one's pretty unique. Loki's the one that's coming up to bat, and the Bad Batch is I was throwing out for a while because I really wanted people to watch it, and the reception is really positive. So I hope people keep watching it.
Be Arthur forever. Thank you, Amp7237. Yes, West Indian recipes are actually not as hard to find, so I should do something.
West Indian?
Are you talking about West India, like the western part of India? Or the West Indies? Those are 2 very different things.
Errol likes my black earrings. Yeah, they're the alternative to actually getting plugs. Like, I don't really want big holes in my earrings, but
I wouldn't let him.
I've always liked the piercings. I don't want to say I dated, but I went on a date with someone who had also had dark features and had piercings like that. And I was like, oh, I kind of like that. Oh, that's cool.
I want to look like him.
I want to look like him, but not be as boring.
The Caribbean, like Trinidad. Yes.
I bet they have good food.
Yeah, no, I love it. I want to make goat. I actually like goat meat. Is anyone who's ever had goat? It's actually really good.
Birria is something I had goat meat with. It's kind of like braised, seasoned. Like
it falls apart.
Yeah, nice and shredded. I'm going to lower the camera just a little bit just so people can see Jamie.
People can see Jimmy. We used to have a really good Caribbean food restaurant here.
I thought you were going to say we used to have a really nice goat growing up.
Magnolia. No, I've never had a goat. On Magnolia, but I think it's gone now.
I can't think of it.
So many things disappeared during pandemic.
I know. It's just no marzipan for Jamie.
He'll eat anything. Anything. Yeah. Except for barbecue sauce, I found out. Disappointing.
No, don't be sad, Germanus. You're not late to anything. I just kind of popped the camera on. I'm surprised it worked.
It's just us blathering on and on.
We have nothing to say. No topics. But back to pizza. So Chicago, it's fine, I'm sure. Detroit, we want to try it. The pizza you made, not really pizza. But delicious. Actually, what's everyone's favorite pizza? I love not Domino's, Pizza Hut. I like Pizza Hut. You like Papa John's?
I used to like Papa John's, but the last few times they've changed something. It's not what it was. So I don't know. You know what my favorite pizza place is? Costco.
Yeah, we haven't been to Costco.
And when I say like pizza place, I mean like cheap, fast pizza place. Like not Mozza, because I freaking love Mozza, but that's like $30 a pizza. Who has that kind of money? And they're like $30 for a personal sized pizza. Fancy.
Why am I being known for it?
Domino's.
No, not Domino's.
Or
Pizza Hut.
Oh, because of Pizza Hut. They don't like Pizza Hut, I guess.
Oh, to heck with you, buddy. I love Pizza Hut.
Everybody has their thing, but yeah, Costco is my favorite.
Yeah, Costco's pretty legit for the cost.
Especially because Costco pizza is cheap and huge.
Casey's Pizza.
Like if you need like to feed 20 people, $15. You're good to go.
Yeah.
Isn't that right, Jamie?
And plus,
they still have their $2 hot dogs,
and
too.
see, not every pizza place has wings. I like boneless buffalo wings. That's kind of like...
Godfather's Pizza. No, I like Godfather's.
I've never heard of it.
I don't know that they have them here. Well, no, they don't have them here. But they do have them in Phoenix. We used to have this place in Phoenix called Organ Stop Pizza. And it was like a regular sit-down pizza parlor, but inside they had an organ that had like all these bells and whistles on it. Like calliope and literal bells and whistles and drums and all these different things. And there was always somebody playing the organ. It was very cool. Organ Stop Pizza. That went away.
You never worked at one of those restaurants that were like a theater restaurant, right? Where like they put on a show and stuff?
No.
Like
I did work at a place though called Sandalo in Scottsdale, It was at the Scottsdale Hyatt, and we did sing.
I like that.
Yeah. And that was the place. It was a lot of fun. And that was the place where...
Someone said La Pizza Loca. Oh, man, that's
La
a
Pizza
throwback.
Loca.
Do they still exist? La Pizza Loca, La Pizza Loca.
It's a good song, though.
Yeah, no.
But I was singing a song for a couple, and he was proposing to her at the table in front of everybody, and I was singing a song to them. They had paid me to sing, and as soon as I was done singing, he proposed and got down on one knee, and she leans into him, but loud enough that the entire restaurant could hear. She leans into him and says, "We need to talk outside." It was so awkward.
That's awkward.
It was so awkward. Poor guy.
Aww.
I just imagine that it was like their second date or something. I don't know that, but that's what I
maybe
imagined.
it was. I would have had the
was-
same reaction if he had proposed to me that way.
She was not happy.
Yeah.
It's mostly what I remember from that job.
I remember when you proposed to me, I was actually in a bad mood. We had a great day. We had gone on a helicopter ride.
A cookbook from Stowe. Yes.
Yes. We came back to the hotel, the resort, whatever it was, and I was at the pool, and I was skipped multiple times by the bartender. Do you
Oh,
remember
that's
that?
right. Oh, you were in such a bad mood.
And like
I planned the best day.
I like
bad mood.
I like fairness. I don't like people that are rude to other people. I don't like being treated unfairly, especially because I treat people like I want to be treated. I feel like so. I was in bad mood because I've been skipped multiple times, and I don't want to say I'm an alcoholic, but I do enjoy especially on a holiday. I enjoy partaking in drinks. So I'm like, you know what? Whatever. It's a holiday.
Thank you, Diana. It's going well.
So I was in a bad mood, and I think you had planned proposing.
The whole thing. It was a helicopter flight, which I'll never do again after I found out how dangerous they are. So glad we got that one in before we found out.
That was scary.
And then we had fancy dinner and drinks, and then we were going to the Princeville Hotel, where they were going to do a sunset
I'm gonna give him treats
thing, and open a bottle of champagne, and that's where I was going to propose. And I did. That's what happened. That is what happened. But he was in a bad mood because
Okay, I wasn't in a foul mood.
he was in a foul mood because the guy wouldn't serve him. It's not that he wouldn't serve him. It was just that he was busy, and you seemed to be last on his list. And whenever anyone else came up, you got pushed to the back of the list.
To be fair, I'm a bit of a wallflower anyway, so it's not
Yes.
like I was like, "Hey, serve me, buddy. I'm here." So I was
That's how I would be.
I was just annoyed. I'm like,
I'm loud. I'm obnoxious. It's a wonder I didn't stay in New York.
all this is true. So anyway, you proposed later that night, but I think at that point I had already had a few drinks. They were doing the sunset ritual. What was it called?
I can't remember, but it was so beautiful. So where the hotel was, we didn't stay there. We stayed at a much cheaper place, but we went there for drinks. It was stupidly expensive to stay there. The Princeville something, and it's like this gorgeous balcony where they do this sunset thing, and you look out, and there is like the mountain in the distance around the bay is Bali High from South Pacific, from the movie of South Pacific. That's how beautiful it is. This is where they filmed South Pacific. And yeah, they do a bunch of stuff and talk about Hawaiian history, which I love. And then the last thing that they do is after like the conch shell blowing and all of that stuff and the song, they open a bottle of champagne with a saber. I don't know if anyone's ever seen that. Open a bottle of champagne with a saber, like a sword. And that's what they did.
Yeah.
It was lovely.
Yeah.
If you ever get a chance to go, Honolulu, Princeville. It's the very, very north part of Kauai. It's like one of my favorite places in the world.
Or just in general, Kauai's. They call it the Garden Island. It's really nice.
Beautiful.
It was so beautiful. It's so green. I don't know. I don't know if I would want to live there, but I could stay there for weeks at a time, just to kind of get away.
I want to have a house there, and we stay there for 3 months out of the year.
Yeah.
I can't afford that.
Our horse is back.
I think you'd have to be like a Paris Hilton or something. I don't know who can afford that. Seems very expensive.
Yeah.
Jamie.
But anyway,
in trouble.
that is how we got engaged. Our wedding's coming up in October, so I think I gotta we're set planning wise, right?
Yep, I've done it all.
Max did it all by himself. I actually don't know the details, or I keep forgetting them. So I'm gonna need an itinerary in a PDF, please. Yeah. So anyway, I just want to say thank you everyone to showing up for this random whatever this was. I don't know. Maybe next time we can do another one, and we can plan it a little better. But yeah. Oh, that was nice.
That was lovely. All right, it's dinner time. I need soup because I still have a cold.
Yeah, poor baby's sick. All right, friends.
All right.
Thanks.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks for everything. Y'all have a good night.
Bye.
Mm-hmm.